Forest.
Or like...
Oh, yeah. Well, Jaden met. Yeah.
Where did we last left off here, guys? Just a little notice. No question.
Y'all want to recap?
Bee's Knees magazine gal, and something I forget after that. Do
Anybody else remember?
Keimana, Jaden. No,
I can explain it.
The empty silence.
We all have
them
dementia.
That they've already been killed. They've been killed already.
Sebastian looks around, he blinks, and all of his team are dead.
Right.
And Eliza just turns to him. What have you done?
I would actually cry. The opening is just to give me a nightmare to force me to shit myself and join Jaden in the party.
Yeah, there's now a mechanic in the game.
Mimi, get ready to do the thing in 2 minutes. I gave you permission to type in the logs.
No! Why do I have to do it?
Because you have to, practice.
This is so mean. I don't want to take Meadows that seriously.
It's a serious campaign for me in general, so go ahead.
Yeah, I have plans. Oh gosh. Don't mind my PlayStation. Gonna shut this thing off. Also, sorry I kicked you.
Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. I'm finished anyways for the day.
I thought that was my dryer. Oh, the music.
Oh wait, so Kattan isn't here.
Naku messaged you late before the 3 hours warning, which he accepted the rules.
Mimi doesn't want an old yeller Kattan with another warning. Well, hellos.
Fucking God's blessing, bro. Jesus fucking split the sea and we saw Kattan walking in here.
What did I say? Kattan's a very plot relevant character.
Let me just check something out. So it's just not cool that's gonna get the warning. Okay.
His plot armor kicked in at the last second.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to
I
delete
felt
this.
a disturbance.
Try again.
Anyways. Yeah, so does anybody want to give a brief recap or
I have a question.
okay, yes.
Ranger, can you kick up Fred Boat or Craig Boat?
You don't like Fred?
Yo, I'm gonna just let you know.
I said kick up, like start it up. Not like kick out.
Fred Bow?
What?
Craig Bot.
No, Craig.
Okay, just letting you know, Obi, today's gonna be a very bad day for Craig Boat because I'm gonna be going out soon, and if the Craigbot just like stops, it is what it is.
Oh god, bro. And
it does it like 3 times at least.
I'm upset because this is gonna be the funniest session I've ever had.
Are you sure? What are you planning?
It's gonna get recorded. I have nothing planned. It's still gonna be. I don't know. Something's gonna happen that's gonna make it funny as all hell, and nothing's gonna get recorded.
I don't know, Meadows. I mean, we're recording on the YouTube video.
I guess. Well, I'm not.
Meadows student. I mean, you guys should have permission to fucking talk to the bots.
I will say the last thing I noticed on the recording is that Jaden sounded really, really quiet through the recording bot. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just like that day or like what. But yeah, just a little note.
I think that means Jaden needs to talk really loud this session.
You don't gotta do that.
I can up the volume on the Risen Boat right now for him.
Just like a little bit, just in case it was really quiet. But yeah.
Mute him on the Risen Bot.
No.
Not hear him at all. Well, I'll think we're talking to our imaginary friend.
Yeah. Now
I'm gonna be just give me a sec. I'm bumping it to 120%. It was originally 100, so I'm having it as 120%. Okay.
Maybe 110. We don't want to risk it being too loud in case it's too loud.
All right, done.
Yeah.
110. Okay.
So, does anybody want to do a recap of like how we ended last session?
Now recording.
All right, no volunteers. Nice.
I don't remember.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really mad at that.
bee's knees.
Basically, at the end of last session, Eliza, who was telling you guys, hey, we should go check out that cute little village that's next to the school. And she told Lucius to go and grab her a pass from, the teachers, essentially, to go out. And he proceeded to not do that and instead stay in and insult Kattan. So once Eliza found out, she decided to take matters into her own hands, teleport you all directly to Lucius, and then teleport you all to outside in the back. And just wreck this man's with a lightning bolt. And, afterwards, we had some nice heartfelt words exchanged, lots of hugs. It started to rain. And that was a bit of a concern for a few people. You guys started talking about like Mother's Day stuff, which was really cute. But yeah, just all wholesome little bonding stuff. And then Jaden went over to the pumpkin, met the weird girl who hangs out there, and she kind of was, I would say, teasing him about a few things. Threatening to basically curse him and do some sort of blood ritual in order to tell her name. And in the end, there was no blood ritual, and he did learn her name. And yeah, then he could go back to the group, all nice and happy. It just ended on a good note. We were all out in the rain still. I think everybody hugging Eliza and staying dry because she has a little tiny barrier away from the rain. essentially. Lucia's still just on the ground. In the dirt, in the mud. But yeah. The weather is still not that great. But Eliza doesn't seem to mind at all, looking up at the beautiful, darkening sky above, the crackles of lightning in the distance. This is something that exhilarates her. So she is actually really enjoying this. But you guys might not be feeling the same way. And does anybody say anything?
Should we help him? And he'll point to the, I already forgot his name, but the pink-haired guy?
Yes. Eliza will look over to where Jaden is pointing at the crumpled form of Lucius, just lying in the mud, kind of defeated. Well, he's doing fine. I mean, yeah, he doesn't look fine, but I've known him long enough. He's just being dramatic. If you go over there right now, it might not be a good idea. I mean, you could, but again, I told you shouldn't trust him.
Okay.
But you know what, Jaden? You have a very warm heart, and she'll just pat your head.
Thank you.
You sure you didn't kill him?
Oh, kill him? No, he can't die from something like this. Besides, he did say something weird about, you could totally regenerate fingers or something like that, right? I still sort of look away as if unimpressed.
Don't tell me you plan to experiment with that.
Experiment? But I already know the answer.
And that would be...
If I told you, he'd get mad at me.
But if I go cut a finger off right now, we could find out.
Oh, you could. Certainly could.
I've got a long sword.
I have a short sword. But we probably should that make sense.
Just remember, it could be a trap. I mean, do you really just want to fall into that?
I'll do it from a distance. It's not, no.
Do you?
Can I throw my sword like a javelin aiming
You
for his
absolutely
finger?
could if you want, yeah.
Nah, no. That'd be terribly out of character.
Throw it.
You'd have
All Sebastian would be capable of is inviting them in we're a bunch of penguins now.
Yeah. So, what's your decision?
Can we bring him into this little bubble thing? I feel bad leaving him out.
No.
She'll grimace slightly. So here's the deal. If I were to bring him over to this little cuddle pile we had, it would only make the rumors worse regarding him. And, well, I can only protect this small little space around me, so I don't know if it's a good idea for him to get all close to us.
I mean, okay. I'd only be alright with that if you felt comfortable as well.
I mean, I'm comfortable with anything, but I'm more concerned about somebody else's feeling.
He's just gonna tilt his head. Oh?
Yeah, don't worry about it, though.
I mean, that's why you don't want to be seen by, with him, right?
Yeah, because, it's just not good press, you know?
Is your boyfriend, super rich and important?
Rich? Let me think. And she'll just sort of pat her finger on her lips. Let's see, what could he possibly buy? I don't know. Until a smile.
How do you not know he's your boyfriend?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's rich. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's poor, just like me.
If everyone individually tries to overpower her with the cuteness check, we'll get the truth.
Yeah, how about that? How about you tell us some more about your boyfriend? Do you have any cool
Mr.
Well,
Six of them.
what?
Why are you always trying to interrogate her about her boyfriend? This has been happening for the past 2 hours now.
Well,
We're here for the truth.
you see, Mizzle, I believe Keimana may be at the age where she's curious, at least, about learning these things. Other stories of other people and their wonderful, happy lives. Because, of course, I am a pretty happy person. Just, well, it is an interesting topic, I will admit. But did you say you wanted a story?
Yeah, why not just tell us something about it? More like a story you guys have.
Okay, well, let's see, what could we have done? And Eliza will just sort of pause, just tapping her finger on her chin, just sort of muttering under her breath a few words. Well, there was that one time. Yeah. We're trying to fight. What is it again? You don't have to start with a story of your own. Then I'll share my own.
Oh?
Yep.
What? What'd you say?
So, why don't you start with a story of your own, and then I'll share one of my own.
Most of my stories aren't very good. I mean, there's stories of, like, pirates and fights, but they're kind of gory.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't mind.
I don't know if the rest of the party minds. That's the issue. She'd say, like, yeah, like, this is the best bit. Some of the weak, at least ones who don't really want to hear things like that. Like, she assumes wouldn't really want to hear stuff like that.
He's just gonna give a thumbs up.
She won't look at Mizzle, like, should I?
But
Okay, then you don't care, I guess.
about what? You have gory stories? Not really. I mean, tell them if you want to.
Okay, she would put a hand on her chin. She would just look over her. It's like, well, there's quite a few really, really gory stories, but one of the ones that I remember at least were old stories of people my mom, kind of humbly borrowed something from them for a job. And then, they get their cruise and whatever and go after our ship. And then it just ended up being a huge kerfluffle. But since my mom is so awesome, because they like flicking her hair, she was able to sink them. I don't remember a whole lot of it, to be honest. I was mainly kind of holed up in the back, sneak out and see a few peeks of it, and it was crazy. There was blood everywhere. People were like crying. It was oh god, it was strangely cool. I just have to say, you don't want to find yourself behind the blade of my mom. You really don't want to be the one next to that.
Are you sure about that? I mean, it does sound like an interesting time.
Oh, it is, but it's not fun when you have to scrub blood off the deck.
You know what? I would love to spar your mom. Just once, at least.
I mean, if you come with me this summer, you probably could. Though I can't say she would go all out on you. She doesn't like fighting kids very much, obviously.
Kids? I'm that young. I mean, I guess, yeah, but still, I mean, I would love if she went all out. Even if I, got really close to death, it's not so bad.
I mean, that is fair. I have to send another letter back to my mom. I mean, Kattan's going to hopefully be joining me this summer. I wouldn't mind having you aboard as well. I mean, then, my mom can meet some of my friends and all that stuff. And I haven't seen my mom in a while. So it would be nice.
Right, and I can't promise I can be there the whole time, but maybe at least see you off or something like that. Like, a few days, and I just have to check my schedule.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, I think my mom would be interested. I mean, she's always wanted someone who's a little more capable than I am at combat to train. She's been thinking about apprentices.
Okay, interesting. I mean, does she dabble in the magical arts?
Sort of. It's weird. She fights a lot, but she could do some spells.
Oh, okay. It's just I only know how to do magic, so I'd be kind of useless at anything else.
Who knows? I mean, I'm usually a caster, but I can kind of use weapons.
Okay, you make a good point. I can certainly try. I don't mind learning anything.
And that's true, and then it'll be a lot more versatile as well.
Mm-hmm. And she'll look around to the rest of the group. You guys are awfully quiet.
I thought you were going to tell stories.
Oh,
No,
I
Eliza,
could
what's your
tell
story?
stories.
Do we have to all give a story for you to tell yours?
I mean, if you want to. I'm down to listen to some stories.
Okay. Well, Mother owns a potion shop. And when I was really little, I got into her cabinet and had a potion of climbing, and she said it was quite a disturbing sight.
Well, what was disturbing about it?
I could go up the walls, and, climbing up the cabinets really fast wasn't the, most natural thing to look at. And I ended up on top of some higher places I really shouldn't have been. So I caused a ruckus, and we lost some business that day.
I feel like if you tried that in my hometown, you'd actually gain a lot of business.
Like I'd become a mascot or something?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it just proves that those potions are really effective.
I suppose, but maybe a toddler climbing the walls really fast wasn't something everyone wanted to see.
Maybe not everybody who's as imaginative or interested in, I don't know, fun things, but yeah.
Just imagining a small Sebastian going, wee!
I'm imagining like a scene out of those paranormal movies where just this child just runs up all possessed.
Like Exorcist, like crab walk.
Yeah. That's what Eliza's picturing, but
bending over backwards. Whee! I'm on the ceiling. Are we going up? So like Mizzle next? Question mark?
Well, Mizzle, do you have a story?
Do I have a story? No?
Okay. That's okay. It's just sort of pout. I guess, Kattan, do you have a story? All right, I guess not.
Oh, he passed out on the ground.
He's passed out! Oh no! Look down at the crumpled form of Kattan.
Mizzle, wanna help me carry him?
I can try to help you carry him. But he can lay there for now, we're not moving.
Okay. Well, there was this one time where me and a very, very, dear person to me had went out on a little hunting expedition. And in the process, we ran into this really, really big dog. You know, it was very cute, very fluffy, and it seemed to have an affinity for electricity. Well, of course, I naturally wanted to just pet it and maybe harness the electricity by seeing how much static we could create, you know? But, of course, a certain somebody decided that we should hunt it. So, we tried. And, well, apparently using electricity magic on an electricity dog is not a good idea. And I nearly died. Just from a few good old blasts. More electricity. But it wasn't so bad. I mean, I survived, and probably almost one of the worst lightning shocks I've ever gotten, which is honestly quite refreshing. I mean, I've been using this magic for so long, I kind of forgot what it felt like. And, well, we did manage to, defeat the creature. We still have its head somewhere around. But it was sad to see it go, but it's not the only of its kind. It's just, you know, a magnificent creature.
That must have been a shocking experience.
Absolutely. She'll just ruffle your hair. I know, the story wasn't very exciting. I'm sorry.
It's just gonna giggle and lean into it a little bit.
But, let's see, I would go back into maybe more fairy tales or something, but she'll look over and it seems like there's somebody running towards you guys.
Who's the someone?
Well, you see, it is Roy, the familiar face of the slightly edgy guy with dark blue hair, just absolutely soaked by rain. Just clutching a couple papers to his chest really tightly. And he'll stop just outside of Eliza's little field of the rain, sort of catch his breath. Eliza, I found some stuff that I think will be useful. And she'll widen her eyes. Huh? Oh. She'll just look down at you guys. Do you guys mind if I go for a little bit?
Not at all.
Okay, and she'll look over to where Lucius was, and is no longer sitting there. Lucius is gone. Well, okay, listen, I'll take you guys back inside so nobody gets wet, and then we'll part ways. Sound good? I'll be around if you guys need me. It's just, got some really important research to do, right, Roy? And he'll give a hasty nod before starting to walk back. And Eliza will begin to corral the little pod of children back to the entrance to the school. And Jaden?
Jaden? Me? Oh?
Yeah.
What about me?
Did you have a nice chat with your friend?
Oh, is this in character? Huh? Yeah.
So you do consider her a friend, is that it?
Yeah. But I don't know if she considers me one.
Maybe. Maybe she does. Just know that I'm very proud of you, Jaden.
Oh, well, what'd I do that was special?
Well, you'll figure out one day.
Okay. This is Eliza I'm talking to, right?
Yep.
Okay, then. So give her a hug.
Aw, she'll give a hug back. And you guys do arrive at the back entrance to the school where the sort of roof hangs over so that no water will hit you guys. All right, kids. Have a great rest of your day, and probably trying to avoid Lucius. He's probably not in a great mood right now.
Thank you for keeping us from the rain.
Yeah, of course. Anytime that I'm free and you guys are stuck out in the rain, I'll help you. And Keimana? I promise I will talk to you some more about some nice, important, girly things. Just later, okay?
How much later? But okay.
Well, I don't know how much later, but we'll figure it out.
No.
Maybe I'll even bring a present. So this week. Okay, bye-bye.
She'll wave bye to Mom Eliza. The best mom ever.
And Eliza's just going to grab Roy's arm and start booking it. Just yanking him along as they disappear into the school. What do you guys do?
No shit. I guess we chillin'.
The rain is still pelting down outside, and there really doesn't seem to be like any students out now. You guys were literally the last ones who decided to stay in the rain.
What time is it right now?
Like maybe like 4 or so. It's a bit later in the day, but there's still some sunlight left, like a few hours.
Alrighty. You go.
Curfew is at 8, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 9? Oh. Okay, so you have like 4 hours to do whatever you want.
Are the shops still open, or would they be closed because of the rain?
See, the shop is outside of the front of the school. It's not likely that it's closed. It's just, do you want to go out in the rain and possibly stand in line to get it? I mean, there might not be a line because it's raining, but you would have to at least stand outside to collect your items.
True. He's just gonna turn to the others. What would you guys like to do with the rest of our time? We've got a few hours yet.
I
Pardon?
had nothing planned.
Yeah, not much.
And you guys would know things like the library would still be open. You can also go train. Your classes aren't like operating, but you could still like visit teachers and, you know, get advice or meet up with other students to go study. Or, you know, you could talk to some people about current events. Or just wander. Wandering is always an option.
Maybe if we were to ask around, we could find out more about the attack that happened recently.
Well, it's up to y'all if y'all are interested in it. I'm impartial at the moment.
I can't help having some interest, speaking all the stuff that's happened recently. I'd like to be able to see that all of us are safe as well.
So, do you guys decide to go anywhere or just, I know not everybody's being communicative.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, inviting Craigba. Okay.
Alright, time to do the most plot relevant, funny thing we can think of, guys. Rock, paper,
Alright.
scissors, 2.
No.
Us?
Alright. Intimidation on Jaden 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hey, yo.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Guys. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
I'm kidding.
But am I?
Are you?
Who knows?
Hey, yo.
You gotta get them when they least expect it.
Never let them know your next move.
Yeah.
Never would be pretty unexpected. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, never would be a little too expected.
Nah. I'm always expecting someone to do it. So if you never do it, I'll just be paranoid forever and just like leave me alone.
No, eventually you'll lose the paranoia because we only did it a few times. But if we keep doing it for a
Every
while,
time you did it, you gave me a heart attack. So
yeah, and if we
I'm
keep
going to
doing
do
it, eventually it'll stick. All right, no.
No, you don't need to get. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a second. Maybe you want to have a heart attack?
Jaden's chirping right now.
I'm not tripping.
There's
Oh,
like
you mean the
birds or
person?
something.
You know what? Just because I want to do something, I guess I'm gonna go to the library.
All right, I don't mind going there.
Woo! Who all goes to the library?
Me.
Everyone?
I'll follow.
Any objections, Keimana?
What?
Going once.
Any
Oh,
objections
Library?
to what? Library? Oh, yeah, I'd love to go to the library. I'm a little busy there. That's fine.
Right. So you guys begin to head to the library. Again, there's kind of students everywhere. However, because it's a bit later in the day, the halls have thinned out since the very beginning, where you first were wandering around. Seems like people have either given up. They learned their information. Now they're either tucked away in their classrooms, just doing extra, curricular, or in their own rooms. Yeah, there's enough space for you to comfortably get through the hallways as a big group. And yeah, luckily you guys can navigate just fine. And you do see a few familiar faces as you wander down. Namely, let's see.
Is anyone gonna question why we're carrying an unconscious Kattan?
Oh, I forgot. Y'all were carrying an unconscious Kattan! You'll get stares. You'll get looks for sure. But for the most part, I guess people are just assuming that this has got to be normal. They're weird, but it's whatever. I just realized I was wrong. You guys don't see freaking You'll see one familiar face. You'll see a glimpse of Lillian in one of the halls, who will make eye contact before immediately going down a different hallway. not engaging you guys for one. Wow.
Sebastian's gonna try to exchange a smile.
Yeah. She looks away before she can respond to it. But you get the feeling that perhaps she at least saw the smile.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys make it to the library just fine. And it is honestly really painfully quiet. I mean, the libraries are always quiet, but the rest of the school was so,
Also feeling like a library.
it was vibrant. There was awkwardness, there was stifledness, but there was still people chattering, people like muttering, whispering. The library is pretty much dead silent. Which is strange. Just because it's so different from what you were just experiencing. But nice lines of bookcases, nice little tables, comfy chairs, little quieter nooks. There's even private rooms, like meeting rooms that you could go into. Just your standard library. And there's one librarian sort of dozing off at the front. Big old table. But yeah.
All right.
What y'all doing?
Mizzle, how about we set him on a sofa?
Yeah, just plucking down over here.
Pat his head and stand back up.
Well, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna say, well, now that he's not needing to be cared anymore, I want to go look for books.
Hey.
And Mizzle's gonna walk off.
Jane will yeah, he'll walk up too.
Do you guys all split up, or?
I'm probably not looking for this. Looking for a book on iron golems, and how to build them and stuff.
That is very specific. I guess you could roll investigation to try and look around the library.
Well, before this check is said, and to make sure entirely, I'm casting guidance on myself. You hear this, right? I'm casting guidance. You hear this time? You hear me say that? Making sure.
Could go.
What's my investigation? Oh wait, I could just look there. Technical difficulties. 25.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is an actual D&D rule set for creating golems, right? That's an actual real thing, right? I'm not crazy. It's an actual thing. Anyway, so as you peruse the shelves, you do manage to find yourself in the right section that you would be able to identify, I guess. Which would be what? Would this be an artificer thing, or is this a druid? Are you looking to I assume as an artificer, you're not looking through incantations to summon this creature. You're looking to how to construct and build it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd be in the weird artificer section for constructs that have detailed instructions for them. And you search the shelves, and what you do notice is that there's quite a few books that are picked out from these shelves. Especially in the artificer section, it's quite small. I would say the library itself, while it's nice, sizable, the topics are somewhat strange. I think it would be common knowledge that most of the world's books is actually contained in a different school. So it doesn't have everything, unfortunately. And you would probably find a book on golems and their physicalities and general information, but I do not believe you would locate a book that specifically tells you how to make one, unfortunately. But you would be able to find everything else about their habits, their differences, and things like that. So at least you can learn about golems. Then again, there are books that are checked out already, so it could just be one of those.
Right, okay. That's kind of it. Yeah, Jaden will just go over to the... I probably should have done this first, but he'll go over to the front desk person and be do you have any books on golems, iron golems, how to make them and stuff?
So do you have the other book that you found in your hand?
Yes, he would have taken it with him.
Because the librarian will sort of set down her book, peek over at you, and look down at your hands if we're looking back at you. I believe that is exactly what we have on them. You're looking for more specifics?
Yeah, like how to make it.
Make one. That sounds like a specialty book you'd have to buy, I'm afraid.
How much?
Oh, I don't mean here, child. I mean in town, perhaps.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, how do I get this book? Out of character, I don't know how it's worked that much.
Well, she will hold out a hand. Will you hand the book to her?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely thinking of giving her money, but I...
Bruh. It's a library!
I gotta have work, okay? I've been the one like twice.
She will take out a log, write down the title of the book. Can I see your school ID?
Uh-huh. He'll pull it out and show her.
Mm-hmm. And she will accept the ID, write down a few details that she reads. Eldrium. Right. And before handing you back the ID. Right. You will have this rented out for the next week. Enjoy. Okay. And she hands the book back to you.
Thank you.
And any late fees will come out of your account.
Any what?
Late fees.
Oh, late fees. Okay.
So do be timely.
Got it.
Do you want to sit down and read the book?
Yes.
Okay, you can sit wherever you'd like. You can go find your friends. Or just take a seat.
Yeah, I'll sit next to Kattan and make sure he doesn't die.
Okay. Who else was looking around?
I mean, Mizzle is, but he's not looking for anything. He's just
wandering?
Yeah, he's just wandering.
Okay, is anybody wandering with Mizzle?
Yeah, Mizzle will vanish.
Gone. Next to have a heart attack. Okay. Sebastian would like to find a book on how to be a good bard.
Oh, a bard's manual. Interesting. Okay.
Maybe like very good performers or just spellcasting while a bard.
Okay, in that case, you can roll an investigation check. Are you going alone to do this, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless anyone volunteers to join. Oof.
No!
That was...
Let me think. So, you want to find a bard's manual. You know, something that tells you how to be a better bard. So, you start by, looking through the shelves. Because, of course, you haven't really been to the library that often, and you just wanted to be sure where to start looking. So you wander, and you wander, and you're reading the aisles, reading a few of the book covers, reading, the titles and all that, just to get a gauge of, what is the section, and what's going on here? And you didn't think the library was that big, but suddenly, you stop in a little corner cove of the library, and you look around, and nothing looks familiar to you.
I'm gonna get
even the book titles are written in a different language. They're not even written in common. You're in probably the most obscure section of the library, and you have no idea how you got here. Or how to get out. It was a bit of a maze to get here, not gonna lie.
Whoa, I thought this was just a library, I could see the end of the aisle, but no, this is a vast, I gotta climb a ladder for this crap.
See, most of it was just standard aisles, but there was a few rings of shelves that were twisting and turning, and then, I don't know how you got here, but you did. Strange little cove.
The world warped around by RNG.
Yeah. And as you are in this very, very reclusive space, you'll start to hear sniffling.
He's gonna sort of peek around the corner and just gently say, "Hello, anyone there?"
And you see somebody crumpled on the ground, their knees up to their chest, their hands sort of just wiping away tears as they look up, alarmed. Wait, what? Huh? You? And you see... let me find her name. I don't want to repost her because I reposted her like 50 times.
Was it
Adelina.
the person I shared half my muffin with?
Yeah, it's Adelina. Her eyes
it's just
ringed red.
She three picks up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's trembling, but she looks shocked that you're here.
He's just gonna sort of lean over and tilt his head with a concerned look. What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I think that I knew would be able to find this place. Sorry. And she'll just really roughly wipe away her tears, sort of sniffling back up her the snot that was threatening to come out of her nose. It's been hard. Really hard lately. With everything that's happened and everything going on at Meridian and, well, she'll look back up at you. I don't want to bother you with the details.
It wouldn't be a bother. Would you care if I sit?
Sure, yeah. You can sit next to me.
Okay, he's gonna sit. Now, if you feel comfortable, I don't mind hearing you out. What's been bothering you? More specifics if you care to talk about it.
Right, well, it's just... Her fingers are, like, twisting together as she speaks. It's my sister. She, well, she goes to Meridian. She's super duper cool. Probably the coolest person I've ever met, of course. And, really powerful, way more powerful than me. And she'll just sort of, like, swing in the air. But, well, Meridian isn't exactly safe right now, and I don't know what to do, because I can't check on her. I can't even communicate with her right now. And, no, I haven't heard from her in a few days. What if she's dead? Or what if, I don't know, she's hurt, needs help, and I'm just here, stuck in this stupid school, and she's gonna grab a book and throw it.
Hey now, try and take deep breaths. It's been awful what's happened lately, but I'm sure, she must be in safe hands.
Right, yeah, because the Meridian staff is great, okay? They're the top of the line. They can't save every single student. There's already been casualties, I'm sure. But if she doesn't live, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Definitely not as powerful as her, and I didn't even get into Meridian, so it's not like I'm gonna be able to carry the family name.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't try and compare your own abilities to that of others. I mean, you seem kind.
Well, yeah, but... See... Insanity really is very important if you're strong and useful, Everybody's gotta know how to fight, and everybody's gotta do their part, of course. And, well, I'm only half good at that. Which means I'm half terrible, and without her, I don't know.
Well, take it from a bard who wishes to become a soldier. I often feel out of place wanting to go down that path, but I hope that my music can protect those close to me as well as fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
Right, well, that's good, I guess. I wish I could just be a bard. Not have to worry about all this. Should have done something like that. Maybe being bored in Zabar would have been better, even. Be more useful.
I'm afraid I don't know your class.
Oh, I'm a cleric. But I don't really do as much healing as I probably should. I like to break things.
Sorry, I find that funny.
She says that with, like, absolute seriousness.
I like to break things. Is she like a chaotic good?
I don't know, maybe.
Breaking things as a cleric does sound a bit counterintuitive, but, you know, it's best than, I'd say, a cleric that doesn't know what to do in a fight at all. You don't mind getting a little banged up, probably.
Yeah, but it's just, I'm not as graceful as her. You know, she knows her way about the battlefield beautifully. And I just swing a big ol' maul and just call it a day.
What parts do you find yourself lacking? You said it was healing, right?
Well, healing isn't super useful, but I don't know. I'm just not really good with, first of all, people. Second of all, I guess doing smart things in combat. Knowing when to just not just hit somebody, and I don't know. Combat class isn't the best because nobody wants to fight me.
What do you mean no one wants to fight you? Like they're afraid of sparring?
Well, something like that. I mean, when I start fighting, you know, and sort of like poke at the book that she threw.
She said sword fighting?
No, when I start fighting, and she just trailed off.
Do you want to go into more detail on that? I'm afraid you lost me.
I just don't want to stop fighting until I win.
Oh, you don't know when to call it quit?
I guess so. I mean, sometimes I'm strong, but still not as strong as my sister, which means, you know, she'll sort of dig her fingers into the book. It's not good enough just yet. But, I mean, I don't want to win by default if my sister dies, and I don't want to lose her, so I don't know what to do, and I heard that there's a few students here who could get us into Meridian. It's just, I also think that's not allowed. But I wish so badly I could just go.
Just so you could that she's okay?
Yeah, or talk to her. Maybe beat her up.
I find that funny. From what little I know of you, talking about beating someone up doesn't exactly sound like something you'd say, but...
Well, you never know. And she'll sort of pick up the book and put it back on the shelf.
You just like go rabid in a fight or something?
Fight her in combat class, find out! Keimana fought her once.
Backed out. That was scary. She's fucking
Quite
crazy.
violent.
She's insane. That girl, she's like Adeline. She's evil.
Well, nothing's wrong with the cleric that can also hold their own in a fight.
That's not... See, if I could actually hold my own against most people, I mean, I could go up against basically anybody in Meridian. Which means I'm not good enough. But the people here who are strong, they're way too strong, you know? Have you fought any of them?
I'm afraid I haven't fought anyone.
Well, you really should.
I fought someone in a cafeteria over a sandwich. That was a big rat thing.
Oh, well, were they a monster?
Yeah.
Then you haven't fought the real scary people here.
The professor snapped my neck once because, Keimana got called a piggy and I didn't like that, and then I said I didn't like that and the professor didn't like that.
Really? The professors are mean to you?
Is that one, Dragonborn?
Oh, he's super kind to me.
I mean, anyone who isn't kind to you, it can honestly just go off. I'm getting tired of that lizard, but he should have been a chiropractor, admittedly.
Maybe he works as one. You should ask.
Perhaps I will.
But,
if you ever want a friendly spar to improve yourself...
We can spar right now? Just stand up. You want to spar right now? Are you ready?
Maybe not in a library of all places.
Oh, no one will see us here.
No
one can hear us here.
Body. Not in these shelves no one goes to because they're not even in common.
No one will find the body if you fight.
Yo, let's go. I'm about to find this fight. My passive 21 perception. Let's go.
Go on. Roll that one in insight so you end up in this place too. Or investigation.
I'd like to find Sebastian right before he gets...
Stop! She'll start taking out her warhammer. Are you ready?
For a fight?
I want to watch him get his shit rocked.
I want to fight. Let's square up.
Tell me, what's your name?
Sebastian Crawford, but maybe not in a library. That sounds like we're gonna absolutely destroy the place.
Oh no! Be careful. You ready?
Define careful.
Oh, careful is not breaking the whole library.
But maybe careful is not destroying anything at all, so we don't receive reprimands?
You won't receive reprimands. And I've never been reprimanded. Not at the school.
They're that chill with something like this happening?
I don't know. Are you gonna fight?
Maybe if we find a more suitable location.
Right here is suitable! She's gonna bring back her warhammer.
I should imagine, like, the world's cheekiest smile.
Yeah, like, she's so excited right now. All the traces of that, like, anxiety seem to vanish.
Ooh.
Wow, battle maniac.
As much as I like to read, maybe we shouldn't risk, destroying these books.
So it's a no?
No, it's not a no. Let's just find a more
So it's
suitable...
a yes?
It's a yes, but let's find
It's a yes! Oh my god!
You done fucked up?
And not here.
We're gonna cut to another person. Why did he say yes?
He dies.
I was trying to speak, but
I know you were trying to
She
speak.
was crazy.
She was
I
cutting you off.
fucking love her. She's spontaneous.
Crying. Okay. Who else is watching? Who else has been not accounted? Keimana, you haven't been accounted for. What are you doing?
Fuck. I'm trying to think of things to do. Today's still Thursday, right?
Yup. Same day.
Okay. There's so much for me to do in a library. I don't even know if Keimana likes reading or not. Not really. Shit, I guess. Can I look for the, freaking truancy lady?
Yeah. You start wandering around.
Yeah, I want to look for the truancy girl.
And you hear a little cough.
It's the truancy lady. Okay, I'm gonna go to the cough.
Yep, as you go to the infected zone, you see. Let's get that image. Let's go. It's only been a little bit. Honest, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been a while, a very long while.
Never mind, my phone locked. So, as you can tell, my phone.
Am I the one who's experienced Mimi lag?
Mimi's internet's dying.
Is left.
Hey, favorite truancy lady. Long time no see.
Now, hopefully, I'm not laughing.
Mm-hmm.
My phone loves me. Anyways, she is coughing. She looks very, very, very sick this time. Her skin is like white at this point, and her cheeks are a bit sunken in. Right now, she's just coughing into a handkerchief, and her eyes look like they have really dark circles under them. And she'll look up. Oh, it's been a while. What's up?
Oh, hi. My friends are here, and I decided to look around and I remembered you're usually here. You doing okay?
Doing exactly as fine as I can in these circumstances. And she'll just sort of cough again into the handkerchief before putting it away in her pocket. But anyways, sorry. Did you come back for lessons?
I wouldn't mind, but do you need to go to the nurse or something? You look really sick.
I am. It's nothing they can cure, though.
Oh, what is it?
My own personal brew of ailments.
Oh. I'm sorry, I just saw what Carrie said. TV. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
You know, you could sit down if you'd like.
Keimana would. She would, kind of walk over and just sit down. She looks pretty worried about her, just kind of like, well, what sort of things ail you?
Well, there's a number of them, but mostly the bleeding.
bleeding?
Yes.
What? Why are you bleeding?
Just very weak constitution. Embarrassing, really.
That's not good. Did you get hurt or something?
Well, I did nearly break my leg the other day.
From doing what?
Oh, trip down the stairs.
Oh my god. Why do they not have accommodations for you?
Oh, they do. It's just, it was a little fall. But a little fall for me is, well, difficult when you have bird bones.
Bird bones?
Might as well be compared to such.
Oh my.
And they do not repair quickly. It's frustrating, but the work is not finished. I don't have any students at the moment, so... And you're not in need of tutoring, right?
Not particularly, not right now. I'm trying to join the theater, and, let's just say I have to stick my head in the books more than I'd like to.
The theater?
She would nod.
What role?
I'm trying to go for lead.
Oh. Can you act?
I mean, yes. They said we all had good promise.
And what is the lead role currently?
They didn't tell us. They told us to come back on Friday.
I see. Very well.
Yeah, she nodded her head. Like, do you know more about it?
Well, I stay far away from theatre programs. Too many people and too much... It's a little grimace. The stage lights are quite irritating.
You don't like the sun much, do you?
I cannot like the sun, but stage lights are just irritating to my eyes.
Ah, I see. That's fair. Though, I got to admit, if I wasn't able to enjoy the sun or the shining lights of the stage, I would go insane.
Really? Perhaps you were made for this then?
She shrugged her shoulders. Like, what I grew up on, I mean, you can't hide much from the sun when you're in the middle of the ocean.
Oh gosh. So... winds? The ocean.
You'd nod. Yes, I grew up on a ship.
And the ocean to be a very beautiful place. It's just... the sun itself is too bright.
I see. Do you have, like, an issue with your eyes?
Sensitivity, yes, but also my skin, it does not bode well with the sun. I mean, this complexion is perhaps the most obvious indicator of that. And she'll just pat her cheeks.
No. She'd nod her head and just say, I see, you have, like, an allergy to it? I mean, I'm allergic to the rain.
Let's just say an allergy, yes.
She would nod her head.
Wait, allergic to the rain? She's just gonna quirk an eyebrow. That is the strangest thing I've ever heard.
She'd shrug her shoulders and just say, I know, it sounds weird. It really weird, actually, but it happens. Might have something to do with the bacteria that's in it.
Bacteria in the rain, well... suppose I'm quite the opposite. I love the rain. I love the smell of it. I love the touch, the coolness, the relief from the heat. The clouds as well. It's all very nice.
That sounds lovely. I like the smell and everything. I try to avoid touching it at all costs.
I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm casting magic around you. Most of my magic is water-based.
Don't worry too much. Just, if you can avoid getting water on me, that would be for the best.
Very well.
So, what are you doing in the library today?
Oh, well, I was asked by a client to go and do some research.
On
Sonity and noble houses.
sanity and noble houses. I won't pry, but that makes me curious.
It's related to the incident, I believe. There's quite a few nobles at the event.
Nice.
They just had a theory about if it had any relation. So I'm doing some digging.
I see. I was wondering what happened to our school specifically. Do you know why that happened or have any inkling?
The rats. No, I have no idea. Glad that I could stay out of it. But...
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard many rumors.
I see.
Afraid. This is more publicized as well, so there's more information to be out and found about it. And since it's an ongoing investigation and a developing situation, it's fascinating in a weird way. I take no pleasure in the terrible events that occurred.
Yes, I heard that children were stolen and a lot of people died. It all quite tragic, to be honest.
Yes, and of course, the appearance of Sylvester, of all people, very interesting.
I agree. I just hope that those kids get back to their parents safe.
Wait, have you done any research on Sylvester?
No. I'm not the most, book smart. I try to stay in my lane.
Right, well, I would have recommended reading up on him, but never mind.
Oh?
Just an interesting topic, but I believe the book is already checked out.
I see. What do you know about him?
Well, he's a very, very intelligent man. The kind that you do not want to cross. And it's not that he's powerful, per se. It's that he could probably outwit anybody, which makes him more cunning, more difficult to pin down and to catch. I believe he accounts for many obstacles in his way and finds solutions to them.
I see. But the burning question I have at hand right now is why did someone want to steal a bunch of children? I mean, there has to be some nefarious, option of why they did it, but I still can't help feeling a morbid curiosity.
Well, as I said, some of them are very high-ranking nobles or just very prominent figures. People who have worth to their name. Others, I don't know. I mean, miss the names of missing people. Many of them I've never heard of, never recognized. So, hard to say. Maybe something. Perhaps if I went to Meridian, I would know more. They might be relevant to the school. Many people hate the school, but...
Why?
Well, could be many different reasons. I mean, if you look back to its founders, very polarizing figures. We have Celestia, a queen to Atlantica, and we have Zaros, an overseeker, who also started the Fourth Grand War, and we have Merlin, a clover, who I believe attended the Fourth Grand War. Could be wrong.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. I hope for those people's arrival back to their homes safe. I mean, it makes me worried though. Like, if that happened there, it could happen here, or anywhere else for that matter.
Well, of course. And if it did, we would do nothing. Or rather, we couldn't do anything to stop it. We're nothing to Silvestro. That is for sure. The only thing you can hold on to is the hope that he would not hurt children. Doesn't have a record of it, so it's not likely he would. As long as you don't, well, do something terribly offensive.
What's considered terribly offensive?
Well, insulting him, perhaps, or antagonizing, perhaps taunting him in any sort of way.
Mm.
To invite death. Now, he might not be the one to pull the trigger, but somebody else of his team may kill you.
I see. This is useful information for sure, but ever since I've come here, one question just keeps nagging at my mind. Why would our parents send us to what is essentially a death trap? That's what this place feels like, and all the other schools at the moment is one giant death trap.
Well, not many parents have a choice. I mean, you either go to Meridian, you go here, or you perhaps go off to a lesser school. Perhaps get no renown, no... you don't have an easy chance in war, because our parents assume that we're all going off to war. That means we either get the skills we need to protect ourselves and protect our friends, or we die weak. I don't intend to die weak. Do you?
Well, no, of course not, but my lord, the world feels a lot more cutthroat than I previously assessed.
It's not exactly a very easy situation, but it's not going to be all bad.
Oh?
You'll make friends here, at least.
No.
Just hope that you don't have to meet them on the battlefield.
I mean, I have no intentions of becoming a warrior of any sort.
She'll just nod, right?
It's not the best for someone like me to be on the field. If anything, I don't really know my options here. I know that you can become a scholar or a soldier. I just hope there's a third option for people who are a bit simpler.
Perhaps. Or perhaps if you get the right connections, you can make one. There are powerful people who attend the school. If you befriend them, then perhaps you can secure yourself an easier position. Something that may afford the lifestyle you want. Be a diplomat, or perhaps just a mercenary? Something.
I mean, mercenary sounds pretty cool in concept, but also I'm close with someone who did that sort of thing, and it isn't a pretty profession. But I guess whatever pays the bills and feeds you and your family.
Let's make sure that you find those people. I mean, what country are you from?
Zabara.
Oh. Nice. Well, notable figures in Zabara. I'm not sure if any of them go to the school, but sure you can find something.
Fingers crossed. But, anyhow, though, are you sure you're okay?
Just look down at the book at her hands. Her fingers sort of just trembling. Well, as okay as it can be. Perhaps I should go get a drink, though. And she'll stand up. You can read the book or leave it there. I'll be right back. And she'll start to walk out.
Alright. She would let her. She doesn't know what's wrong, but she does want to get down to the bottom of it. But as you know, since she's kind of out of, like, basically out of her sight, she would, walk over to the book and start, flipping through it, kind of seeing what's in there.
Yeah, and it talks about some more prominent Sundidian families. Obviously, the Pride Reapers being the royal family, and then others very notable. I don't know how much Rangers allowed me to say about notable families. I don't know how much would be public information. But I imagine the Iranians would be in there. Because they're fancy. And whatever the freak was that investigation family. I don't remember what their names were. But yeah, there'd be a very interesting list of names and general public information about them. Their history, their contributions to Senatia and larger societies. And yeah. Kattan, did you want to do anything? If you were here? Okay, Mizzle and Jaden, I want to allow you guys to do one last thing before I do something.
Okay.
Yeah, so what last thing did you want to do?
Kind of walked off in the library and that was it.
Where were you walking to again?
I just walked off. I was just exploring the library. I didn't really have a specific goal in mind.
Wait, did I even go to you?
Nope.
I'm so sorry. I need to... What are you doing in the library?
Like I said, just walking around, exploring, looking for interesting books. No specific topic. Just anything that looks weird. Or any areas that look interesting.
You know what? You would find a very interesting book. I want you to roll a d20 before I tell you that. I want you to roll a d20.
A d20 or a specific check?
See, I just want this to be a luck roll. Just straight d20.
Okay. 20.
Oh! Yeah, that guarantees you this. Oh, okay. Oh my god! So you're just traversing the shelves. You're very curious. And just trying to see what catches your eye. There's a lot of pretty books. Because this has a more collection of interesting and niche books than what you would find at just your general libraries. They seems to have collected specific knowledge. It's very, specific. And, some of them are very glossy. Some of them have gold lining, gold, embezzlement, I think it's called. And just, other sorts of, sigils, symbols, even crystals, sort of pressed in to the spine of the books. But there is something that you gravitate towards, unknowingly. And are you running your hands along the spines of the books, or are you just walking?
I'm maybe rubbing my hand along the spines so I can, stop and read specific things.
Okay, so as you do this, your fingers graze a book that feels wet. Almost as if it's been out in the rain. And as you may pause at this, you notice that it's very thick black leather. And the spine of it is carved with various markings. Some of them look jagged, as if a blade that has not been refined had sliced into it, and others look like claw marks. Probably 4 of them, spaced out probably 1 inch apart. Could have been a large claw. And it feels a bit warm to the touch. Do you take it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you remove this book, you can examine it, and the cover of it has a very beautiful crescent moon that is slanted downwards, sort of dripping. And the pages inside of it seem very, very yellow. Seems like a very old book. And they seem to be messy with little dirt and smears. And closing the book is a silver lock. But it's basically a plane of metal. And there's no space for a keyhole to unlock this. Just a general little circle with mesh over it.
Okay.
None of the other books you've ever pulled out seem to be locked.
Yeah, so that's already weird.
And it's definitely wet. As you pull back your fingers, they're moist.
With what I assume is water or like blood? No, I don't know.
If you sniff your fingers, it just smells like water, yeah. Nothing. Nothing of note.
I want to open the book. I don't know how to open the book though.
You attempt to pry it open. It does not budge.
I'm gonna run my thumb over the mesh on the pad that you said was locking it.
Yeah. And as the second you touch the silver, it shocks with a static electricity. You can still do that though. But this metal seems to just burn your fingers. So, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to do with the book.
You what?
I don't know what to do with the book.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't think I know.
Well, it's definitely the most interesting book here, so good luck.
Okay.
A book you cannot open. Anything could be inside. It could be blank.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. I have to... hold on.
I don't know what to cast. I know they're important things.
Ranger, you better answer that in secret chat.
No, answer it in public, Ranger. It's the worst that can happen.
Give us their AC.
All right. So you do that, and you only detect faint traces of necromancy magic, just like dull and faded over like the surface of the leather, but you don't sense it anywhere on the lock.
My brain knows it wouldn't work, but I have a necromancy spell, but I'm not going to cast it at the book.
All right, what spell?
It's Wither and Bloom.
Let me see. Cast it. So I haven't heard of that spell.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to show up if I cast it on Avery, because I don't have the book
let me
it came
try.
from.
To do.
I can copy and paste the text for it.
That'd be useful. Ooh. Oh.
I'm just worried about whether or not books count as non-magical vegetation for the purpose of withering to dust.
Okay.
So as best as I can, I'm definitely not going to invoke it next to a bookshelf.
Okay, but you do cast this, right?
Yeah, I crave death on a daily. Let's cast it.
Okay, so as you cast it, you will see that the surface of this book seems to, like, sear a bit. And, down the little, like, bookshelf hallway, there was a potted plant. An innocent little, like, iris that just shrivels.
Ah.
But oopsies! It does not seem to do anything other than kill the plant and fry the book a little bit. Shade. Any other options?
I'm gonna go resuscitate the plant with Druidcraft.
Okay,
I'm gonna go fix the plant.
You do your best, and basically the largest portion of the plant snaps and dies. It's blackened at this point. However, with Druidcraft, you can, I guess, sprout a little tiny bud. A little tiny bud of like a new sapling. Not even sapling. Little sprout of perhaps a new iris in its place. You monster, you killed it!
It's fine. It'll live. It's still alive. It's not dead. If a sprout grew, that means it's still there.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you do?
I don't know. I'm holding an evil, wet, dripping book.
Yeah, sussy! No plans? You can reconvene with your group if you wanted, or put the book back. Or talk to the librarian. There's any number of things you could do.
No, I'm taking the book with me. I'll go back to the group.
Okay, so you start to make your way back. And Keimana is just sitting there reading her fancy book. Sorry, also, I misspoke. Apparently, Celestia was not the Queen of Atlantica. She was a princess or something. Okay. Sorry, I don't know my lore. Anyways. Kattan is sleeping. Jaden is reading. And you all collectively hear a great crash and the snap of wood. As we go back to our dear friend Sebastian, we're right next to your head. This warhammer just snaps the bookshelf, like the shelving unit, for one of them, and makes all of the books fall down. And it was just inches away from your head.
I'd like to put in a thing to memes.
Yeah?
A short moment of my time making. Here you go. You want to fight? Alright. Do I have to, like, roll acrobatics to avoid books falling on me?
You could if you want. I will say that most of them sort of, like, hit your shoulders or, like, roll off. Like, it's not, like, that bad.
Okay. So not like I have to worry about an 800-pound bookshelf.
No, the whole bookshelf doesn't fall. It's just, like, that specific, like, shelf in the whole bookshelf had, like, been snapped in half. Splintered. But yeah, she then turns to you. Did I miss? So pathetic. Don't worry. Anyways, you ready? Put up your weapon. Come on.
He's gonna whip her. I said not here.
Oh, but you said yes. Don't go back on your word.
I said yes, but
he's gonna lift it up again.
Not here. He's just putting up his arms.
Oh, you get like an action. I'm giving you an action. You can.
Sebastian, just use the famous action. Dip.
Famous action dip. I'm gonna use 30 of my movement speed to try and would dingle out of this hellhole dimension where I rolled a nat 1 on investigation.
Sebastian, you should disengage.
Right. You dash away. You're trying to navigate your way out. And I'm going to attempt to see if I can get the opportunity attack. Yeah! Did you disengage or?
I tried to disengage and like call out to her as like, hey, if you want to continue this, let's go to the combat rooms. I'm good.
Running? You can't run. Come on. They'll catch us if you run, and she'll start chasing after you.
Oh God. Oh God.
But yeah, the rest of you, how do you respond to this loud crashing? Even the librarian stands up, like, what?
No, Mizzle. How about this? No fight.
Yes, fight.
All right, what are you guys doing? How do you guys react to this?
Positively. I'm gonna sneak my fucking necromancy book out of the library.
Oh my God!
Wait, guys. Hold on. No. Should we check that out? Actually, you know what? Last time we debated this, like, someone got hurt. So, you know what? Jaden, fuck it. Jaden's running in the direction of the noise.
Okay, Jaden runs into a bookshelf.
Yeah. You know what? Deserved. And then I run into, like, the direction of the noise that isn't, you know,
yeah, you try to start navigating the bookshelves to find the sources. You can roll, like, an investigation to try and see if you can get to the right area, because it starts becoming a bit of a maze.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yay.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, honey. Yeah, you start running. You start dipping, dashing, and like diving into like these tiny little nooks of bookshelves that are like disorganized and mismatched. And it's kind of hard, especially because you're rushing to see which place is where. And you do not immediately locate the source. However, Keimana, what you doing?
Hello.
Yeah?
After I'm finished with the book, I'll just take it back. I'll close the book, maybe a bookmark or something in it where our lovely friend left off. Has friend returned yet?
No. She's getting her glass of water, quote unquote.
I don't know if I trust that or not, but I also don't know where else to look. No, I'm worried though. Can I try and see if I can find her again?
You're gonna look where? In the library?
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna look around the library a little, see if she's avoiding me.
I mean, do you assume that she's at the source of where that big crash was, or are you just looking elsewhere?
Looking elsewhere. Knowing that big crash, I don't want to get wrapped up in it.
Oh, interesting. Keimana is keeping her nose out of other business. Interesting. Let's go.
I don't want to get wrapped up into another fight. Okay, I just barely dodged detention.
So yeah, you can roll investigation if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look around. What'd you say, Mimi?
You can roll investigation if you want.
Yeah, I'll roll investigation.
Oh.
Bye.
Stop. Stop.
Oh my God.
Now the exact GPS coordinates.
Keimana finds my necromancy book. No.
Yeah, basically you start heading in the opposite direction of the noise because you know that Julianne would never go create ruckus.
Yeah.
And as you do, you bump into Mizzle, who is also kind of leaving. And you immediately, your eyes are drawn to this super duper sussy book. You've never seen anything more cursed in your freaking life.
Oh God, that looks like it has a curse on it. I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
Ignore it.
Ignore it. Please don't release a curse in our room. I won't forgive you.
I make no promises.
Oh,
I don't
please
need
just do it
forgiveness.
outside.
Oh, also I killed a plant. You can't tell anyone about that either.
Oh my God, you killed the plant? Oh,
Yeah, I cast a necromancy spell in the middle of the library. It didn't turn out well.
Did you see a lady leaving here or at all kind of describe her? Blue hair, blue eyes, really, really pale, really bad dark circles, wearing glasses. Her name's Julianne. Have you seen her?
Have I? I don't know. DM.
No, sadly you didn't see her. You do remember seeing this woman before, in class, when Keimana was skipping that one day, and she was suddenly teleported in, by this strange blue-haired woman. But you haven't seen her since, no?
No, I didn't. You're the first person I've run into.
Alright. Well, try not to get cursed, with that clearly bad book. I would help you open it, but I don't feel like dying. So, yeah. Stay safe, Mizzle. And I'm gonna keep looking for Julianne.
Yeah, and as you begin to start to walk, you see Julianne actually walking back in, right behind you guys, with 2 glasses of water in hand, both of them half empty at this point. And she'll look up.
Does she mean half full?
Nope.
Oh.
She's not an optimist.
And she'll just raise an eyebrow. Oh, it's good to see you. Why are you standing here?
Actually, Julianne, I was wondering, do you know anything about that book? She pointed the book at Mizzle.
Snitch!
Oh no.
Listen, I don't want Mizzle to die.
Oh no.
What do you don't know?
Julianne is just wait, what book? And she's gonna stop and stare at that book.
I just inadvertently saved Mizzle's life.
Let's go.
Or cursed Julian. You never know.
I don't know.
And she drops one of her glasses.
No,
Yeah, I'm not giving
my
that book
gosh,
to
are
her.
you okay?
It shatters on the floor.
Keimana's gonna just take a step back to not get cut by glass and water. Oh no, water! I'm gonna avoid that.
Yeah, you can avoid it. You see it in time. However, she is still staring, just gaping at that book in your hands. Where did you find that?
Bookshelf.
What is that?
If I knew, I would tell you. But I haven't figured it out yet.
You shouldn't be holding things like that. I'm just gonna immediately reach for it.
I am not gonna give it to her. She dropped a glass when she saw it. I don't know what she's about.
All right. I'll have her roll athletics.
No, I'd like to see her try it. I'm putting it in a bag and I'm wild shaping, so everything becomes part of me.
Well, that's smart.
What do you wild shape into?
I wild shaped into a fox, my favorite creature.
Okay, so she reaches forward, tries to snatch it, and then you just slip right into being a fox. What do you do?
Mm-hmm. Back up 20 feet.
All right. She just immediately stares down, and she's gonna pass the glass to Keimana, the remaining glass, before starting to stomp after the fox. Listen, you really can't be holding things like that, seriously. And starts following you.
Keimana's gonna take a glass and be like, "The fuck."
And she's limping, by the way. Blood is pouring out of her leg.
Oh no. I'm gonna go after them because I'm really worried about Julianne.
Dude, the librarian is just staring. Just what the freak? What the heck? Okay, back to our boy. Back to our boys trying to live. Okay. So, Sebastian, what you doing?
Running.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Running
We both end up running now.
Real well. Okay. I'm gonna need you to make let's see. Should it be athletics or acrobatics? I wanna say it's gonna be athletics. So you could run fast, but I wanna say acrobatics so that you can dodge between the bookshelves. So I'll just say you can choose between them.
Okay, let me check. Oh, it'll be most definitely my acrobatics. Nice.
All right, and she is going to try athletics. Oop. You're lucky. You are able to just dodge and weave and keep just out of her reach as she is storming at you. And it does seem that she is still pretty shaken. She seems very sloppy with her movements as she's trying to chase after you. And she does keep bumping into bookshelves, nearly kind of slamming into them aggressively before pushing away and storming after you. Come on, you don't have to run like that. I mean, it's just a fight. It's just a little fight. Come on.
How about remember I gave you half my muffin? Let's just wait until we get to a proper area so we don't damage the books. Okay? Good.
Hey. Okay. In that case, right here is just fine. And she's going to cast a little something. A little something. A little something lyrics love.
Oh god, she's gonna cast. Oh no! Oh god!
That was
Hey yo.
It's okay. It's okay. You're a bard. You got this.
Yeah, can I get my boy Sebastian that 1d4? And I cast guidance on my boy.
First of all, guidance wouldn't work for this. Second of all,
Okay.
no.
I think hear the call of the hoovies.
Oh my god! First of all, it was supposed to be a save, but I assume
whoops.
it's the same like thing.
Is
I'll
it?
let you keep that, but I assume so, right?
I forget how to do a saving throw.
Do you have proficiency?
I think so.
Because it would probably be even higher. So I think you pass. Like, I don't think you can be lower. I don't think your proficiency could give you negative. So anyways, yeah, you feel as this encasing seems to crack along your body, almost freezing you in place. And then you immediately break free from it. It sort of shatters. And yeah, you can keep moving. It shows sort of curse. That usually works. Guess it didn't work this time.
Okay, so a different place, as in out of the library. He's sort of calling back as he continues to try and run.
Out of the library is too long to wait. We have to fight right now. You promised me, remember?
I said yes, but... Okay, deep breaths. We wait 2 minutes. I'm not going anywhere. Then we can fight all you want and get all that pent-up energy out. You know...
You promise me that you were not going to just abandon me.
I'm not abandoning you. I don't know what you're on about. Okay,
how can you promise me that?
Here you go. I'll give you my flute. And then you just follow me on out, and then there. I can't go anywhere without it because it's my favorite instrument. Alright, he's gonna toss it to her.
She'll grab it. This has now become an improvised weapon. I hope you realize that.
Oh, fuck her.
You know what? She's gonna try and smack me with my fucking flute.
This just became an improvised weapon.
No!
So dead.
Crazy.
But okay. You guys get to moving. Now, Jaden, I want you to make another investigation check.
I cast guidance? You hear this, right? I said I cast guidance.
Yeah? Yeah?
Okay.
Someone has an
slightly better
attachment style.
Slightly better.
There's not much space for them to keep moving. That's the thing. I would say, Jaden, you are struggling. You're getting caught in these little nooks. You're doing your best. But actually, you see 2 figures just charging right past you, in the little nook that you ended up in. Now they are beyond you and nearly out of this. Or rather, Sebastian's nearly out of this.
Do I recognize either of the figures?
Oh, you recognize them.
Huh?
You recognize both of them.
Oh, I do?
Yep. That is... that is Sebastian. And Adelina. Is it Adelina? Yeah, Adelina.
Oh, Sebastian! Sebastian! Do you know anything about the noise? And I'll go chasing after them, too.
A little preoccupied.
Okay, answer the question. Come on. Did you hear anything about the noise? The noise. There was a big slam. Was that you?
It was her.
Oh! Is he like running away from her? Or
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's your insight?
Jaden?
Yeah.
10.
Oh.
Wait, insight? Yeah, 10.
I want to say you can draw your own inferences and conclusions. You can assume that he's running from her. I would like to believe that you're... I would like to believe you can see that you're not that dumb.
Oh, why are you...
Got the highest intelligence score out of all of us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wisdom. But anyways, intelligence can read the situation.
Do you need, help or something? I see you're running away. I, right next to him. I see you're running away from this person. Do you need help?
I think I'll be okay. She wants a fight, really bad, which I usually wouldn't mind, as long as we're not gonna possibly destroy books in the process.
Well, he did promise me a fight.
I was fully Antonio myself. I don't know. I was totally just gonna go entirely. Anyways, oh well, then yeah, you guys can't fight here. You'll break the books and stuff. Okay. But what if you didn't break the library?
I'm not going to break the library. That's not my target.
What if you didn't break my friend and the books and the library?
Well, but he promised to fight.
Okay, yes, but don't kill him.
I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm a healer.
She's gonna beat me, and then he'll be. And all my broken bones.
Jaden blinks his eyes. Why do I not believe that? Why do I not believe that?
Just smile.
Alright, so, let's head on out. What room shall we go that isn't the library, so we don't disturb the peace of my friend?
Oh, we could go outside or to the combat place.
Does this sound, adequate?
Oh, well, I'm not stopping. I promised to fight, and I'm going to get my fight.
You are going to
I want you to roll another acrobatics.
You are gonna get your fight. Okay?
Guidance on my boy?
Or is it acrobatics check?
No, that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to roll guidance on my boy.
Oh.
That's my guy guidance.
Your guidance? Oh.
Add that 1d4 though.
You are so lucky.
He's my boy!
You're so lucky!
The luck of the bard.
And she falls. And you nearly run into a few of the shelves, but you do manage to keep moving.
This really is Tom and Jerry shit. Okay, just how long is it until we can reach the exit of the library?
This is anime logic. Never. Just kidding. You guys actually do burst out. And you are going to nearly run over a fox. A little white fox on the ground.
Sorry, Mizzle.
It's so cute. Wait, Mizzle.
Who else would it be?
I can't just assume everyone is a druid, you know. I can't just assume you're the only druid ever.
So, you nearly trip over the fox. Suddenly, Adelina bursts out with Warhammer in hand. The librarian is stunned. Julianne is just bleeding. Keimana is holding a glass of water. This is great. This is a lot. Kattan is also still sleeping. Yeah. So we have to end it soon. So I want all of you to be able to do one last thing. Starting with Keimana.
I want to help. I want to help Julianne as much as I can because she's bleeding. Things aren't good. How much damage did she take from the glass? Is she missing any hit points?
Yeah, she's definitely.
Okay. Because I want to cast Cure Wounds on her.
She lost 7 HP.
Oh my god. From a fucking glass?
It was a big glass. It's like one of those like glasses that are like this size. It's like a tall.
Give me
glass.
a second.
It's like the size of 2 hands.
Yeah, here you go.
You heal her up, but the bleeding does not stop.
What?
She. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna like run after and be like, Julianne, what is it? Also,
We can't-
still bleeding?
We can't allow that book to just be running around the school. There's something wrong with it.
Something wrong with it? What do you mean?
I sense something very, very foul from it.
Well, I'm sure, Mizzle, we could talk this out. Maybe we could figure out what's wrong with it together.
Exactly, which is why I must stop this right here and right now.
Evil book. Oh my, what's wrong with the things at the school? I'm gonna look at
Many
Mizzle
things. Many things about this school that you don't know. But not all of them I can teach you.
Fair.
And next, Mizzle. What you doing?
What should I do?
Little Foxy almost got ran over. What you doing?
Should I do? I don't know. What would be a good idea?
You can hide, you can scamper away, you can climb a bookshelf, you can do whatever you want.
What, Sebastian and Adelina are just running from the library now?
Yeah?
And Jaden.
Yeah?
As they're running past, I want to like climb up onto Adelina's shoulder, so I'm just hitching a ride.
Okay, you just managed to climb up, perch on her shoulder. She's still heaving. Warhammer in hand. Ooh, this is a nice change of pace. Hey, the little guy. She'll just scratch your cheek.
Mizzle will accept it, mostly because he's more concerned about the people chasing him for a book that he's pretty sure she'll do something with too.
Now you'll also see me pulverize this guy.
Mizzle shudders.
Why are you fighting the crazy woman?
Mizzle shudders for Sebastian's future, and
And let's see, Sebastian and Jaden, what you doing?
Jaden will pull out his morpher and shields and just morph and be like, okay. You two can fight, but don't kill him. And I'm going to be watching to make sure you don't do that. Also, I want to turn after.
Alright. So he's gonna stop in the hall a bit, panting. You're really not gonna be able to hold out till we just get to a proper room, huh? Hello?
Wait, what? Sorry.
No worries. He's just gonna stop in the hall, a little out of breath from, the sprint and avoiding getting hit, whatnot. He feels pretty lucky that he didn't, but,
Is Adeline still trying to...
Yeah.
Can I tackle her?
Oh, sure.
Like, I'm worried about it, but, like, also, I see Sebastian getting actively fucking attacked. I don't know what else to do.
I haven't rolled for her hit yet. But she's
good lord.
chasing.
Okay.
She's storming after him like a serial killer.
Can I just... talking's a free action, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna look at my lovely friend Julianne and Mizzle, but I'm gonna turn my attention to them for a moment. Just look at Adeline and be like, stop it, you're literally going to kill him. He's fragile.
I promise I won't kill him.
I don't trust that. You nearly knocked the wind out of me last time we fought. Sebastian, why are you fighting the crazy lady?
I didn't know she was crazy.
Oh my good lord. Sebastian, go to our dorm. Run!
She's not gonna let up. And she has my flute now, because I used it as collateral that she isn't taking seriously.
Oh my. You guys come on, just like face palm. Like, you know what, whatever. Have fun. Play nice with Sebastian, please.
I won't mind a fight, alright? As long as it just went to the proper room.
Go to the combat.
Okay, so you'll let me go there. We both go there, as I guess promised, without swinging at me, and you give me a flute back for a fair fight. Yeah?
You want your flute back?
Only once we reach the combat room.
How about now? And she's going to swing the flute at you.
I'd like to cast guidance on Sebastian.
Okay. Can I do athletics to grab my flute then, since you're doing that?
Yeah.
Can I give him the help action?
Sure.
Can I give him the help action? Yeah.
Okay. Does he need to cast the help before me, or?
Yes, I think.
So she's gonna try and make it unarmed. Well, not. It's like a improvised weapon. I don't think she has proficiency, so I'm just gonna roll this as like a strength check.
I give Adelina the help action from her shoulder.
Sebastian, Mizzle, is that a joke? Mizzle, buddy?
I'm not joking. This is fun.
Oh, fuck! You son of a bitch!
Okay. So
you both got so goddamn lucky.
Swings this flute, and you just hear the wind just whoosh, like right through those like the holes in the flute. And I don't know if y'all have ever like swung those like little baton thingies or whatever that like make noise and stuff, like really fast, but like basically streaks in the air as he swings it. And you manage to like bring up your hands right in time to like basically stop the motion of it right before it hits your face. And it does absolutely sting your hands. Like this burns, like how hard you swing this. Luckily it doesn't break your freaking flute. But as you just hold it there for like a few seconds, you think that you have this stopped. You really do. You and Jaden both sort of grasped it to prevent it from hitting you in the face. But unfortunately, a little fox paw comes down and slams it onto your face.
Oh!
Mizzle,
why?
You only take like 3 damage, but...
Okay, here, I had a little more fun.
After that, you can manage, like she lets it go, so after that you can snatch back your flute. And unfortunately, she can also attack as a bonus action if I use my ability.
Uh-oh.
With her other hand, her pretty little warhammer. Let me just see what this does. I'm gonna make that an 18. With her channel divinity,
you do what now?
that sparks up.
Uh-oh.
As she swings her warhammer to give you a good old crack in the ribs. And the world around you definitely shifts. You feel like you're sick, okay? You might want to throw up a little bit. And we have to end the session here, but initiative will start next session. D.
Okay, yay. How much damage did I take? I took 3, and then what was it from the bludgeoning?
3 damage from bludgeoning and 9 from the warhammer.
Okay. I'm at 40 HP.
Oh, that's what I do.
Oh, who gone?
All right. Great session, guys. Great session.
Yeah.
I'm sorry